Now 11 miles into the race and approaching the split, the two Kenyans, Richard Kandi and Marinda Marube, are off to a sizable lead in front of Michael Wardian and JT Service, who trails back in 4th place. Becky Lynn Lastly is in 1st place for the women at the split, followed by Yoshiko Tanaka from Japan and Amy Bugala from Honolulu, Hawaii. Brittany Fuentes is currently in 5th, but is closing in quickly with her quick and steady pace. And here is your update for the half marathoners. This marathon has been amazing for the island of Kauai. Let's hear from the Director of Economic Development for the island, George Costa.
As far as participation, my understanding is from our last count, last year we had 44 states being represented. This year it's 47 states, so we're very close to having the entire union being represented. Also, countries throughout the world. Last year was 7. This year, my understanding is 9 countries are being represented. So it's truly becoming a very well-known event worldwide. Those that do come to participate, we hope that either they come a few days early and stay a few days after the event to really enjoy what Kauai has to offer. It is, again, the Garden Island. We're known as the Garden Island. We have many waterfalls, lush vegetation. Our climate is diverse. You can go up to Kokee State Park at 5,000-foot elevation, and then just 20 miles away down on the coastline in Mana, where we probably get 2 inches of rain a year, it's an arid desert. So a lot of diversification on such a small island that's 60 miles across, and we've got everything in between to offer.
When we get back, we'll see if the early torrid pace of the Kenyans holds up in the hills.
There's a saying among seasoned travelers: take nothing but pictures, leave no trace behind. Like a leaf in the wind or the tide that ebbs and flows, your shadow is a temporary marker of your passage. For on this island of discovery, what the sand may forget, the heart will remember. Kauai, Hawaii's island of discovery.
The 2011 Kauai Marathon. Register online today and experience the rush.
The 2010 Kauai Marathon has been brought to you by the Sheraton Kauai Resort, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, the Tudor Wine Group, and John Sandy Productions. It's not just business as usual for some of our country's National Guard members, but this time the mission is to finish well in the 2010 Kauai Marathon.
Well, the Guard is chosen by a tryout. I've done 25 years in a row trying out for the national team, but all these states put together teams whether they have tryouts or how they decide who's on their team, and then we take the best of the best.
Oh, this is in the top 5 for sure. Road races, this is definitely I would say this is my favorite one. I mean, how can you not?
Here are your top men half marathon finishers. Here are your half marathon women top finishers. After a scorching start for the two Kenyan runners from Minnesota, the 3 H's are beginning to catch up to them and the rest of the field. Running at almost a 5.5-minute pace, the Kenyans have been dominating this race. But as most of the panel discussed prior to race day, this is truly a race of patience and endurance. At mile 19, Richard Kandi, who is currently in 2nd place, is forced to withdraw from the race due to a severe exhaustion and is assisted off the course by race officials. Not more than a mile down the course, Marinde Marube hits his own brick wall, letting Michael Wardian run right past. Michael is now in 1st place and can focus all his attention to the Speed Challenge purse. JT Service is right behind him, staying true to his pace. Becky Lynn Lastly is looking strong as ever as she leads the women's field and isn't showing any signs of fatigue. Becky is followed by Yoshiko Tanaka from Japan and Brittany Fuentes from Golden, Colorado.
One word, awesome. Absolutely incredible day today. The weather was almost picture perfect. The start, we've got everybody out right on time. The aid station volunteers were perfect. I've had so many positive comments today from folks, other race directors, folks that have run, all 7 continents, and everybody said it's the best event they've ever run. So that makes me feel really, really, really good.
Men's first place runner Michael Wardian approaches the finish line. It looks like he's going to be just a couple of seconds over the Speed Challenge purse mark and finishes with a time of 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 52 seconds.
It was good. It was a challenging course, but beautiful. And that part where you run up and then you get to see the ocean for like 2 miles on the downhill, that's just magical.
Following Michael is JT Service, last year's defending champion, with a time of 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 24 seconds.
It was super tough this year. Went out a little bit harder, tried to be competitive with the top guys, and that was all I could do just to hang on and finish it. But I did my best I could. I'm never ashamed of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And crossing the finish line in 3rd place is Masahandri Hajitani from Sakura, Japan. After a strong finish last year, Becky Lynn Lastly crosses the finish line in 1st place with a time of 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 46 seconds.
It was awesome. It was a little warmer than last year. My coach made me do a lot of hill repeats, so that got me ready. I love the course.
Becky's followed by Yoshiko Tanaka with a time of 3 hours, 38 minutes, and 44 seconds.
After separating to the half marathon and the full marathon, it's going up, but the half marathon is just going down. So that is the hardest point for me.
And making her way from 5th place all the way to 3rd is Brittany Fuentes from Golden, Colorado, with a time of 3 hours, 41 minutes, and 6 seconds.
It's beautiful. Hills kept coming. The people were so friendly, so encouraging. So it was a lot of fun.
Team in Training has attended marathons all over the country, and they have been making an impact on and off the race course.
Well, it's a non-profit organization that has dedicated itself to raising funds to support research and to support families that are struggling with blood diseases. And so I'm very proud to be a part of it.
Let's hear from our top men and women finishers and some other excited racers.
Wasn't out to break any records because I ran last year and it was a very challenging course, but I knew what the hill looked like, so I trained a little bit more this year. So I was happy with my finishing time, definitely.
The Aloha spirit lives in this course, man. The people are out there loving life. They get you fired up. And look at this. How can it go wrong?
It's my 69th race, 50th state, and whenever I'm asked what's your favorite, I don't know. This one is. This one is.
It was an awesome race. I went to the medical tent though, so I earned it. I had to get an IV, but I'm not used to humidity, so there you go.
The course is just beautiful. You know that, being on Hawaii. So, you gotta love that. And, I train on hills, so I don't mind the hills, although there's some very challenging hills.
I kept looking up and looking at the scenery and stuff, and that kind of helped me along there because it was really nice, especially when we went through them trees right there. It was like a, it was real soothing. I mean, gradual pace and stuff, it felt really good.
The race has been an incredible race, incredible event. Jeff and his crew have done an awesome job today on putting this event on for their 2nd year. Everything from parking this morning to the finish line has just been incredible.
I think that was the highlight, just seeing the community just embrace the marathon and come out in full force to support it. So
tremendous run, a lot of spirit along the course, a lot of carnage along the course. A really challenging marathon, but I'll tell you, you cross that finish line and it is worth the effort. You really have to work to get to that finish line.
To the county of Kauai, race workers and volunteers, sponsors, and hosts, we thank you for another great race and see you back next year.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Kauai Marathon.
Running.
Yes.
The 2011 Kauai Marathon. Register online today and experience the rush.